Hey there, welcome to my first tutorial to WPF, and this time we'll just cover XAML, how to start with XAML, how to work with XAML, and for this purpose we'll just create a small program to view sample text with different fonts. And yeah, let's get straight into it. Yeah, we just rename the program first. Frontier new for viewer. Yeah, just the renaming makes it less sad about our program. And instead of the grid, we'll just use a dock panel, my favorite item, to bring some structure to the controls. And yeah, into the dock panel I'll place a border, and within the border I just place a text block, like a small tooltip to display some help information for the users the first time they use this program, for example. And why do I use a border? I use a border since I have the possibility to dock that, to position that, to color that. So it's more like the styling element of this text. So the border is within the dock panel. I want to tell the dock panel that it should place or position the border at the top of everything, so that I write dock panel .top, and for the corner I want it to be at the radius 5. For the border thickness I want it to be 1. Oh, that's bad, sorry. For the brush I want it to be maybe light gray. And for the background I want it to be khaki. Oh, I don't know how to spell that in English, yeah, sorry. For the padding should be 5. So these are the properties of the border, except for the docking, which I tell the dock panel to dock this at the top. All the others are properties of this element. And for the margin I want to be 0 left, 0 top, 0 right, and 4 at the bottom. That's it for the border. Within the border we just place this tooltip or this text block. And for the font size I choose 10. I don't want it that big. I want it to be wrap if needed. So yeah, as the help I would tell the user select from the list below. See the preview, and you can change this sample text by typing it yeah, in the region at the bottom. Yep, that's it. So that's for the help information. Next we'll create the list box, since we promise it to the users in the help text. And as you can see already, the moment I create the list box, since it's placed below the border and since the border is set to be docked at the top, it will be displayed below the border here too, and below the text as well, since the text is within the border. Yeah, okay. So the list box should have a name. And why? Yeah, we want to identify this list box later on, since we want to get the font out of this list box. Yeah, so that's why we have to define the way how to identify that, and that's why it needs a name. And we got this font list. Yeah, so why do I use the tag X name? The tag X defines the scope in this in this example, and the name, or the tag X name would say like the name should be unique within the scope. Yeah. And the dock banner should dock it at the left side. So why is this the left side? Because the normal structure of the desktop application is you have the menu at the top, and on the left side you have your action bar, on the right side you have your data displayed, at the bottom you have a status bar, or in this case you have a small text box to change your text, your sample text. Yes. And well, yeah, the item source for this list box should be the fonts, right? And you want to type every font in there by yourself. Yeah, and you want the fonts to be updated automatically, dynamically. So yeah, we are very lucky for us, since XAML allows data binding, and in this case we will bind to the class fonts from the system, and class fonts has a list or a collection of all the font families, and we will use it instead of typing everything. So yes, that's it for the list box. Next we'll go straight to the bottom and define the next control, which is a text box. No, not a text block. The text, sorry. Yeah, a text box. So that we can define or change the sample text. Okay, so since we want to get the text out of this element later to show it in another element, we have to define a name as well. And yeah, that's the name. Where to dock it? Dock at bottom, and you should have at least 3 lines, and should yeah, the margin should be 5 for left and right, and 0 top and bottom. Should be wrap if needed, and as a small tooltip is the user could type here to change the sample text. Within the text we have the current sample text, and it should be the quick force jumps over the lazy dog. That's it. Now we just need to show all the information to the users. So the sample text should be shown in the preferred font. So to do that, we use the item, which I type in several times already. We'll get the text from a binding, yeah, and we'll specify this binding. We'll get the text from the element sample text, yeah. And since the sample text has many properties and not just the text, we have to specify the path. So we'll get this from the property text of sample text. I hope that helps your understanding. Oh yeah, and this goes for the full family as well. So same here, binding element name should be fontless, and path is we want to have the font selected, so selected item, yeah. And the next thing would be text wrapping, should be wrap if needed, and then we want to have a margin for this element as well, left, top, and right, and maybe bottom. Yeah, that looks very good. And here we changed for we don't need that much margin. Yeah, let's start our program. So yeah, this is what you get. Looks pretty decent, and yeah, I'm not satisfied with it yet. Yeah, you can see the sample text in different fonts. You can change the text, but I want it to be in different size. So let's as you can see the text here, now you have it only in one size, and I just wanted to enter, so I in different size, so I define it like here 12, and now I can copy paste it, yeah, 12, and it says this is 24, 36, and 48. Yeah, and as you can see here already, is not positioned well. Yeah, so how to fix that? You can fix that by using a stack panel. So what does the stack panel do? We put this item in here, and the stack panel will stack them one by one, you know, so one item after another, so that you have them under each other and well structured. So let's see the result. The result can be seen here. Oh well, I think I overdone it. Yeah, maybe this should be fine. So yeah, that's it. I hope you enjoy the video. If you like it, please subscribe or like the video, and see you next time. Cheers.